And this is how people get in the trap of, oh, I need to start
Uh-huh.
fixing things and I need to start like tweaking and like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my one little tooth down here is like a little cracked and it's not as even. And I'm like, this is insane. Like I'm starting to really analyze myself and
Yeah.
I hate it. Welcome back to another episode of Graphic Content, the podcast where we talk all things who, why, and what the fuck. Today, my guest is a dancer, an all-around performer, and is the breakout star of season 2 of HBO's We're Here, AkeeLah Blu.
Oh, you're so crazy. Hello, GL. What's going on?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, so good. Really a lot better than what was on season 2 of We're Here. I can tell you that. I'm doing way better.
How long
Way
ago
better.
was that now?
2022?
When you filmed?
Wait, I think I filmed in 2022. Yeah,
So 3
2022.
years ago?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I remember watching the episode, and I don't think I knew you at that point.
Yeah.
And
We know each other.
I know it, honestly, it feels like we've known each other forever, even though we
I know.
officially haven't met in person.
I know, but it's like we haven't met in person, but oh my god, we have done so many things. You have created so many beautiful, so much the icon. First of all, like my what you call it, the
Illustration.
yes, it's so like for my t-shirts, like yes, you did that. This is the person who did it.
Is so
Okay,
good.
everyone loves it. Everyone talks about it all the time. That they love it. It's so you've added so much to my life. Thank you so much. I love you, Gia.
I love you too. The thing with that is, so primarily for me, I work in branding, but illustration, drawing, that is kind
Uh
of where it started for me. And so to be able to go back to that original love
huh.
for people is, I always appreciate it. So it was a win-win for both of us.
Oh, thank you so much. It's just the more to come because I'm putting out on fans and everything. That's like what's the up and coming what I'm planning on doing
But
with that.
we need to do a 2.0. We need to do a new one.
Yeah, okay. Let's do.
I think we should just do an
Oh
updated
my
one.
god. Yeah, we should. I actually got a new guy. I got this new look too that
Yeah.
we can blueprint off of.
Well,
Oh yes.
because that illustration that of you that I drew was of the, like, the finale look that you had done on
Mm-hmm.
the episode of We're Here. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's that specific era. So I feel like,
Yeah.
and one of the things we want to talk about today is the new era of AkeeLah. And so I feel like to represent that would be, okay, let's update it. Let's do a 2.0 version.
I am so down. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And that. So it's so funny to
We'll
talk about
talk.
that because oh yeah, we're finna talk. Oh, we're about to talk. Oh my god, I can't wait. I cannot wait to talk about that. That is something that is
So sorry, I cut you off though. What were you saying?
I have been first of all, I'm in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
I am no longer down south in red states.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is a thing of the past for me. Huh, thank God. I am in New York City. And I am just been working on some new things. Of course, new looks. I'm going at it in a very higher direction. So on the show, I had a choreographer and everything like that. But I think that it was kind of clear that I am a choreographer.
Yeah.
So I have been collecting dancers and working with dancers instead of dancers. And so, let's just say like my shows are going to be very escalated with all of my talents, not just one of my talents or two, lip syncing and well dancing, but also a display of my choreography. I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually going to actually pour my choreography into like all of my shows and just my different outlooks of how I think so there's a difference. You have drag, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
you have female impersonation, which is almost like transgender in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the era that I'm entering into. You know, it's going to be very, 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 very feminine, and you know, dramatic is cool too, and it's going to be dramatic. But it's like a lot of work, a lot of choreography. Kind of like Lady Gaga meets Beyonce, like performing type. It's not just it's going to be me, but I also have dancers too,
I see that
and
for you.
props, and oh, so many different things on
I'm
levels with every show. Like it's really difficult too. It's really, whew. But it's the challenge that I love. It's very difficult though. Like it's a lot point into it. It's like dang. Like one of the things that I am proud of, but I also like I've met people in New York who are like dancers, and you know they have their different things, and I'm helping them with like what they want to do is like mixing with me,
hmm
and they are really enjoying it. I'm so excited for it to be for everybody to see. It's just like a lot of work. What were you saying? Whew, I was just thinking about how hard it is.
But that's like anything that's worthwhile, especially as creatives, we are in any profession really, there isn't like a rule book or, this is what you should do to attain your goals. And so when it comes to us as individuals who are okay, we have these talents, these things that we want to push forward in our lives, and we live in a world where we can actually take the things that we are gifted with, for you, for example, performance, choreography, and utilize them and actually have a career with it. But to
Yeah.
get there, it's not just a switch that oh, I want to do this, I'm gonna go there. I can't just go. And you can go to school, but at the same time, like, you have to have that innate talent.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so for you, having shifted gears and moved to New York, are you finding, like you said, like that it's a bit more collaborative in how you are working and working through?
I'm doing auditions.
Uh-huh.
I am meeting people. I'm networking. People know me. People, you know, I'm just running into like a lot of great individuals here and supportive individuals here. It's nothing like where I come from. So it's
Mhm.
almost like a dream sometimes. Now, don't get me wrong, New York is New York, okay?
Yeah.
So, you know, it is grunge. You see crazy stuff all the time. And it's possible for, you know, something crazy to happen because
hmm
it's New York.
Yeah.
But it's not really common for it to happen because you're trans or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just more of a very, very acceptance. Like, I don't get a second look here.
You
It's
can just live your
all
life.
yeah, like I don't have any issues like how I used to have and how I used to hide. I don't know, baby. Ain't no more hiding. That we don't do that anymore. That's a thing of the past. I am so beyond that. Like, you know what I
Good.
mean? Like I don't have those type of worries anymore. Moving here, which is crazy to know that I had to come here to be peaceful with all of the chaos around me. But
hmm
that's sometimes how it is.
we could be born somewhere, and it creates the base of who we are. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up in a small town. I moved to Toronto here in Canada. It's like the
Mhm.
equivalent of New York here, and it was a lot, especially going from, literally growing up on like farmland, basically.
Right.
Literally, that was
Same
my
here.
yeah, that was my
Same here.
backyard.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
moving to this huge city where I'm 19. I'm this, like, I just come out. I was like, yes, I'm gonna be gay and blah blah blah. And then, you realize quick, you're like, Toronto is, or a big city, it has so much to offer you, but at the same time you have to be very careful, because
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
energy there is a lot. And especially as somebody, not to say like all creatives are like this, but a lot of us we're a bit more sensitive. We're a bit, we have that thing. So it can affect us easily. And so how
Yeah.
was that transition at first when you first got to the city?
Oh, I was ready to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Oh, this is okay. Mind you. Now, I moved here in December of 2023.
hmm
So going into the year 2004, 2024, I started my journey here. So I've been here for a year.
That Okay, pause. That's actually crazy to me, because in my mind, you have been there maybe like a few months. Like, because time has been anyway. Time is crazy.
And it crazy.
It's
It feels
crazy.
like it's so crazy. Yeah,
hmm
I've been here for a year, so you know, no major contracts yet, but I am working on it as far as like movies and stuff go. But I am, and I also I don't even think we even ever talked about this. I have displayed it on my platform, but
Hmm.
I'm also a rapper. Like I also rap
We
as well.
have,
We
yeah,
have talked
we
about
have
that,
talked
right?
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, duh. We talked about that.
We were
So,
talking about creating your whole platform online. Like, so to give
that's right. I forgot.
context, AkeeLah and I have been working together since 2022, 21, or
Yeah, 2020. Wait,
I
2022,
I think it was 2020.
2020.
You're
I'm.
right.
You know what? I'm gonna have to revert this.
It's been a
We
couple
were
years, yeah.
we recorded in 2021.
So then we met in
You it
2022.
aired it aired in 2022.
Yes. The reason was because Dan,
Yeah,
Dan had
then.
reached out,
Hmm.
and then we started working together.
Yeah, we've been working together ever
I
since.
know you. I will say though, like having, because we all evolve. Looking
Hmm.
back, I'm like, I do need to. We need to zhuzh up the
Yeah,
website a little bit.
yeah, I'm with it. Oh
It
yeah,
needs some work.
it's definitely time. I have so many like, well, that's the next thing, but also that I am the other thing I have added to my platform. So we got acting. I'm going to auditions. Working on my drag shows with my choreography,
Hmm.
totally, fully. I want to display my talents with that. That's one of the main places I can display off for with time. Like I can do like when you act, you're pretty much acting when you lip syncing and everything like that. But then they also have like you know, those acapella inserts where people be talking. I want to add that in it. So like with drag, it's really like to touch everything, but it's not. It's not really mine. It is mine, but not really mine as far as like music and stuff goes. And then I'm going to the music,
Hmm.
and then like now I'm trying to. Also, I'm doing like TikToks. Like that's the other thing I'm saying. What I want to add on the website. It's like which TikTok is going to be gone. I think we
I don't think it's
think.
gonna leave.
I don't think it's leaving
It's
it.
not. I think it was a fake out.
That's why it's still in my plans of rotation. Like
Yeah.
I've been working on that too. So because I'm in New York, so I just thought like, okay, New York is like the best place to do TikToks. There's so many places to do so many sceneries,
Hmm.
so many backgrounds, and I've seen them, been working on that. So I'm just like going back and being where I was here. I'm able to really produce more than I ever could just from the scenery alone. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So like being here, the transition was terrible at first. First 6 months was hard.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to move fast and make money fast and learn fast. You know what I mean? Like I
Hmm.
had to relearn everything, and I had to do it without a car. I'm used to being in the South where you have to drive 45 miles to get somewhere. You get
I
what I'm
feel you on
saying?
that. Going without a car, I'm like, ugh, transit sucks.
New York's transit is crazy.
Yeah.
I had one situation where it was a group of guys that was getting ready to jump on me and my friend.
Mm.
Now this is the only time, right? But this is like it was like it was late at night for one. You're not supposed to be on the train late at night. That's a no.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it was during Pride. And then it was like these guys was like really, really drunk. And then they didn't really do nothing, but they were talking to
Hmm.
the point to like raise my anxiety. I was like, okay, so the rule is New York is when stuff start getting crazy, you start moving.
You move,
So
yeah.
yeah, so we just like started moving, whatever. They didn't follow us or whatever. But it was just like the train station is that's where you see the crazy stuff right there. Note everyone.
No, it's
When you
true.
come to New York, you see the crazy stuff in the subway, okay? Just know that.
When I was living in Toronto, I remember one night I was walking down one of the streets with a friend of mine, and this can happen anywhere. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
in relation to what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And we were walking down the street, and this group of guys walked out of in from the lobby of the hotel across the street. I cannot remember the
Yeah.
name, and there were like three of them, and we're just walking. We're not even doing anything. We're just walking.
Right.
We're not holding
Mm-hmm.
hands. We're not being like super over the top. Whatever. We're just walking,
Uh-huh.
and one of the dudes yells, and I just like, because it's nighttime. I'm in the city. Like
Right.
I'm
Uh-huh.
alert. I'm not an idiot, and I'm just
Okay. Gotta be ready.
and yeah, which is annoying, right? Like it's
Yeah.
and so I see he catches my attention, and they start running at us, like
Oh my
they're
gosh.
gonna beat the shit out of us, and so
Oh my
I
gosh.
freeze, like we froze. I didn't know what to do, And I swear, if I was ever going to believe in a higher power
Uh-huh.
of like people guiding or watching over me, at that exact moment, they were like 6 feet from us. A cop car turned the corner and it was like boop, boop, and then they like scattered, and I literally
Oh.
was like, we got to get the out of here, like we need to go, because it was so, I was so
Ooh.
terrified. And
Ooh.
it's similar where you're these moments of like
Yeah.
my spidey senses are going off.
It's just like, it's
Yeah.
like when you see it in the energy. First of all, everyone has energy. I have learned
Mm-hmm.
that,
Mm-hmm.
especially ever since I've trans. I have become a very, very professional when it comes to reading people's energy.
Like
I don't know
empathic.
why they can I just can feel it off of
Mm-hmm.
them. Okay, it's just like it's so strong. People's energy is so I can feel it off of them, and I felt that energy like, oh yeah, they want to do something bad to us. So let's move around.
It's a gift and a curse, because I feel you on that,
Yeah,
where when you go through the world, it's good to be aware, but it's also
yeah,
it can be a lot, because
yeah.
you're I'm just trying to exist.
That's all my.
But you're just uh, it's
all,
constant.
all I'm doing is just breathing and walking, babe. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. Leave me alone. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's all I'm doing. And it's just like, you try, because it's not a lot of times. I used to get to a point. I was just like, you being so scary or whatever. You gotta like buck up. But then it's like sometimes it's just best not to, so you don't end up in a really messed up or they don't end up in a messed up position too, because it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's not set in stone that this person who is picking this fight is gonna win, especially given the fact that I've been dealing with this for so long.
Mm-hmm.
You could be my punching bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you could end up hurt really, really bad for me, and it will be because everything that I've dealt with prior to your straw that broke the camel's back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I just try to like remove myself from those type of situation. Plus, I'm super moaned out, so I don't have them type of muscles to be fighting no male anymore. Sorry.
You're like, I'm living my femme life. Like,
She's soft over here.
I love it. Good for you.
I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I keep mace on me though, just to be, because I literally don't. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's everyone here is in shape. You know what I mean? Even me, I've gotten in pretty good shape. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because you're walking everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just like I've just noticed that too. Like, oh, no, I gotta get something that's gone. Put a motherfucker down real quick, because I ain't got time for this. Like, I ain't finna be going through all this. So, I just like protect myself. But like I said, been here for a year. That's the only situation I've had. Knock on wood. Hope we don't have any more.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like that, just the city is just more accepting. They're more, you know, I can't tell you how many times. So I'm single now, and I can't tell you how many times guys have just like genuinely walked up to me and just talking to me. I'm like, you know what's going on, right? And they be like, yeah, I know, it's okay. It's like,
It's giving what's that, who's the Disney princess, a whole new world.
yeah.
It really is.
Oh my God, I'm telling you, I'm like, where am I at? This is crazy.
That's good. Then you feel
Yes,
it's, you can leave, not 100%, but you can leave the shit behind you. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Like, I don't even have to say I'm trans here. I just be like, oh, so you know what's going on, right? And they be
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, my name is. It's like, okay, cool. I've been on dates. Like, it's really different.
Yeah.
People don't really bother you. They don't really have no opinion about what you're doing in New York City, as long as it's not something fucking crazy. Like,
Yeah.
you're good. You know what I mean? You're good. Like, so it's, New York is just. I'm happy I moved here.
You can just focus on yourself. You could focus
Yeah,
on your work and what you're doing, and you don't have to
literally.
you don't have to worry as much. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not completely gone, but you don't have to have
Mhm.
that same guard up. Because so let's go back a bit, because I for anybody who's listening, like, you were featured on We're Here on HBO, and
Mhm.
just talk a little bit about like your experience with that, and like the premise of the show, and how you went about that.
The show. the show was very great. I'm happy I did it. I would do it again. You know what I mean? The recording, the time there, they spent 11 days there. It was great. I absolutely love Johnny and Steve, the creators of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I love my aunties. They're still my aunties, which is Shangela, Eureka, other ones too, Jada, Sasha,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot.
Priyanka.
Priyanka
She's
and
from our neck of the woods.
that's right, Priyanka.
Yeah.
Priyanka, me and Priyanka, she is so funny. Like
Mm-hmm.
I really love her. Like it was, you know, Auntie on the streets. They, everybody, I never really met them. I met Jada and I met Sasha and I met Priyanka, but I never met Latrice.
Mm-hmm.
Latrice Royale. I never met her. But like everyone, like I just the show and the recording and the support was really, really, really beautiful. The one thing that I'm so hurt about is it didn't keep going and they couldn't keep the original. Not to say that I don't like the new ones. I just wish that it could have kept going because it was so. I think that's why it didn't continue because they switched,
Mm.
and it just didn't go over well because that season was so seasoned with the queens and my mom and my aunties. Of course, Bob is still my mother. Like I love her
Mm-hmm.
two pieces. She is like my mother for real. Like she is like my guidance. Still to this day, we talk all the time.
That's great.
Whenever we can. She's so busy. Go, mom. I love you.
Ever
But
ever since you guys recorded, it's been a different
it's
trajectory, which
been
is great to see.
yeah, and that's what I mean. Like I wish it could have. I pray that maybe if it ever decides they ever decide to bring it back, that they do. But recording was very. It was good and it was great. Like I said, I loved it. It's just that some things didn't get told. Some things and it really couldn't. Because it's just too much for one person, and we had to share
Mm-hmm.
the whole episodes. But I think I just wish I just hate like how it ended. Like that's my only thing. I wish for it to keep going. But for me,
You mean the show
recording
getting
it,
canceled?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It really just like
Mm-hmm.
man, not to say like my new aunties didn't do great because they did, and not
Mm-hmm.
to say that the children didn't do great because they did. I just feel like me now. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
Don't kill me. But I just feel like if the originals would have stayed, it would have grow. It would have grew. It would have grew. Kept grow. It was growing. It
Mm-hmm.
growed every season. They was there, it grow because it was more. If you paid attention, like Bob, Eureka, and Shangela, every season their costumes and everything progressed
Mm-hmm.
higher and higher, and that was the team that they had with them: Domino, Couture,
Mm-hmm.
all of those people in the
So many
background.
talented people.
Yeah, they were very, and I met them, and it was just a really great thing when everyone was together and we were working together and they were working together, and it's like every season if they just would have kept doing that, I feel like it would have been kept doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But when it switched, it just went down and down and
Mm-hmm.
down, and it just but I love the show. I wish it to come back. I hope it would come back one day. I would love to do things with it if it ever comes back. The children, though, we are all still connected.
That's
All
awesome.
of the children, we are all still connected.
Mm-hmm.
We all try to plan to meet up and do trips. And I think everyone's coming here next year, if I'm not mistaken.
That'll be so nice, a little reunion.
Yeah, yeah. I got some siblings up here too, Josh and I forgot the other one's name. But they're up here, and then Shasha's child, she moved, but she's not here. She's like a little bit further away,
Mm-hmm.
but she's in New York too. I haven't really met with anyone yet. Josh tried to reach out to me, but it's just like I've been moving around so much. It's like, oh my god, because I think Josh is in Jersey, and there's no way on foot, no car that I can get to Jersey.
No.
so So it's just yeah. But We're Here was a great experience. I got so many great people in my life. You, Dan, I love you, Dan. Just it's so many great people came with that. I lost people as well,
Hmm.
but it was recording We're Here. It was rap basically about me and then about the love of my life at the time. And I now that we're not together, do I regret it? No, because it was really real at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when it happened so organically because we was literally genuinely happy. It was also new. Like when we recorded, it was 6 months in. Then it took a whole year.
Oh, I did not know that. Wow, that
Yeah,
was fresh.
yeah. When we recorded, we were 6 months in. He didn't realize that 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 I was even I had applied for that and was going through the process a whole year beforehand. So he
Mm.
had no clue about anything until it came. And when it came and they said yes, that's when I told him. So he found out that I was going to be on HBO and possibly him if he agreed, all in
Hmm.
a matter of 2 weeks.
That's a lot. That's a lot to take in, right?
Yeah, it was. It went like so fast, and I think that's, in my opinion, of course, everyone has two sides of the story. But in my opinion, I'm not gonna go too deep into it. But in my opinion, I kind of feel like that's kind of like what broke us
Mm.
because
When the show
he
came
knew
out.
me. Yeah. Well, actually, like it started breaking apart after recording. Like after
Mm.
those 11 days, I was looked at as a total different person to him because he didn't know that I can do those things. He didn't know. He didn't. I didn't. We talked about it. I explained it to him that I'm a choreographer and stuff, and we was working on music together, so he knew I know how to do that, but he just didn't know what like I'm not camera shy. I'm not none of these things. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't really know.
Hmm.
He was really camera shy too because it was all new to him.
Yeah, of
It wasn't
course.
really it wasn't really new to me as far as like that. I've been trying to, be in the entertainment business forever. That's what I trained for. So, he just learned a lot about me. And after that, it was kind of, I think it's kind of just like a bit like much like, then the show aired and then I overcome with fans, like people like writing and following me on Facebook,
Yeah.
on Instagram, like every day. Like, when I first was on, Instagram before it recorded. I think I probably had like 500 followers or something. And that thing flew all the way up to like 5,000. It was like, but it was just the guy was like very massively flying like that, and he was just like, "What is going on?"
Yeah. Well, you're on TV,
2 o'clock
right?
in the morning, right?
Yeah.
So it just got bad for us, for him,
Hmm.
more so. He just became more unhappy, and then I was striving for my dream, and then I got booked in Miami, his hometown, and I took him with me or whatever. But it just started getting really bad. Like all my bookings, it just started really getting bad. Like it just I think it was just like I just became a different person, which that's I was always like that, but I really wasn't in it like that. I was more so broken before the show with
Hmm.
my talents because it was just impossible until the show, and then now it's like possible. So I'm back doing what I used to do before I even met him, and I was the different person for him. So that's kind of like what broke us.
That experience for you, you had to go through it, right?
Mhm.
To
Mhm.
be where you're at today. And I feel
Mhm.
like, to me, I always say this like out in the world, but for me, I don't work for anyone else. I work for myself. I've created my this path, right? You know.
Amen. Yeah.
And with God as my witness, is someone gonna pry this out of my hands? Like I've
Ooh,
put so much
okay.
and or get in the way of it. And
Not.
so I have put so much energy, so many years of effort, and like really in the grand scheme of life, like not, I'm 37 this year.
Hmm.
It hasn't even been like half my life I've been doing this, but the amount of effort and energy you put into it, when someone comes into your life, it's like a reflection of that, and you think,
Hmm.
okay, I'm just trying to like do what I love. I'm not trying to, and if you can't support me, then sorry.
And we were like, and that was the other thing. We were broke. Like we were broke. I was doing everything possible to make it happen.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think, I think it was just like, we just I got caught into one thing. I still loved him. I still love him. You know what I mean? But it's just not gonna. I learned, and I know this may sound like, oh, but I'm just an honest person. I can't help it.
Hmm.
I've learned that I am better alone. And that's aspect. I strive better because I care too much. I took a break when we started going through a breakup. I stopped taking bookings. I had a booking in LA that I couldn't go, that I didn't go to because of him. You know, and it's
Is
just
that
like because of that.
the one we were all gonna go? Like I was supposed to meet you there.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
I was so bummed.
Literally.
I will say I was really bummed that that didn't happen. I was like,
I
I was
had
ready. I was ready. I'm like, we're going to LA. Like it's gonna be great.
It was so, and it's like it was literally because of what we were going through. Why I couldn't leave him. I'm not going to go into detail on what it
Yeah, you don't.
was,
No,
but
you don't
it's
have
just,
to.
yeah, But it was a lot, and it affected me because
Hmm.
though this was my dream, and this is my dream, and this is what I'm striving for. I also love you, and want to be there for you too. So it's like I kind of let that overshadow what I was supposed to be doing. And after everything, and I just realized, like, it's really better for me to be by myself.
Hmm.
What lesson did I learn in this? And my lesson was everyone is not going to dream like you,
No.
and everyone is not going to strive like you and invest in everything like you. You are the one that is going to do that for you. You can't expect someone to join in who hasn't went through the blood, sweat, and tears that you have went to, and expect them to be right there, striving and dreaming for you, with you, like I'm dreaming
Hmm.
for me, with me. So I just realized, like, you know what? I love him, and I wish him nothing but the best. And from now on, I'm going to be doing this by myself. Like I have to do
Yeah.
my chase my dream and stuff by myself. It's woman power, period. I don't need anyone else to because when it's like that, someone that close to me, it affected me versus me. I
It's the
couldn't, I
energy thing.
couldn't,
It's
yeah, I
the
could
energy
not,
thing.
I could not give a damn.
Yeah.
I couldn't, I just could not. I cared about him too much to
Hmm.
not give a damn, and that affected me. So you live and you learn.
100%. I feel one of the things that my dad. So my parents are immigrant Italian, and came the story. They came here with nothing. Yada yada.
Yeah, yeah,
So my dad, he growing up, it was always this story where he would say to us like his kids, be like, "Listen, I came here with no education, no money. I didn't speak the language, like, and I did what I did because he started a business. He's in construction, like very much the stereotype, but he did his thing. And he goes, you kids, you're born here.
hmm,
You don't have any excuse not to push." And that always stuck with me. And when it comes to like I have this thing in my head where I'm like I have to achieve. Sometimes it is annoying because
hmm,
you're always pushing, which is good to keeps you moving, but at the same time you're like, can I just like chill for a day? Can I
yeah,
take a step off? When it comes to like your drive and you're working towards it, sometimes when it comes to the people that can't meet you at where you are, you're like,
yeah.
I no one's coming to save you. Like no one is coming to do this for you. So you're like, you're kind of slowing me down. But those are, like you said, you learn from those experiences and you're like, okay, and so
Yeah,
the next time it comes in, you can catch it earlier.
I'm never going to take anyone through that again. And I'm okay with it too. See, cause I also learned like being in like, that was the farthest I've ever went with like really displaying my love. I literally gave you something.
You put it on television. Like, that's pretty major. A lot of people don't go that far.
Okay. Woo!
That's a
Like every
major display.
like every time I look at that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm reminded of that too. But you know, that is life and that is what it is. I'm lucky enough to record a very, very happy moment in my life, even though I didn't stay. You know, I can still look at it and be like, wow, yeah, we really, because every time I look at it, I always say like, yeah, there was no acting there.
Yeah.
That's literally how we were. That's literally what we were. Like, that's literally us. Like, you know, yeah,
That's why the show has such a following, is because it was real people telling their real stories, connecting on a real level. To me, when it's that overproduced, I don't connect with that. And so
yeah,
watching and specifically, I'm not saying this, like, anyone who knows me, I don't say anything that I don't mean, or to blow smoke, or to be,
right,
you know,
right. I know you don't.
I
No,
will
you
be
don't.
direct with you. Your episode was like, I remember just bawling because I was connecting with your story. It was so raw. And so, of course, it didn't seem for a second that it was acted. Like, it was very much
Yes,
this authentic human being telling her story.
yeah. I literally opened up, and he did too. You
Yeah.
know, because we were so happy, and he was just like, you know, that, you know, just to give you a little insert of the hell that started. Like, he has 5 children, so his baby mamas totally cut him off from the children
Mm,
after the record. Do you know what I mean?
hmm.
Like, he took a really big leap. So I was already leaping, okay, but he took a very big leap up out the shadows
Hmm.
to the forefront, and that pissed a lot of people on his side off,
Hmm.
you know, and it affected us. Like, it really did.
Hmm.
Like no matter what he tried to do to see his children, they, like, I was like a monster. I couldn't be around his children, you know. That's just one of the things. Like, it was hard. Like when we became public, it was very, 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 very hard.
I
It was
cannot
very
imagine.
hard. Yeah, it sucked really, 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 really bad, to the point it was just like, maybe it's just better if we just stop.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just better if we just stop. A lot of things on your side would get better.
Hmm.
A lot of things on my side would get better. Like, but I just was like, we have to stop. Like,
For you, right?
yeah, for him. Like, it was just, you know, I'm pretty sure he's probably able to talk to his kids now.
Hmm.
You know, because they definitely have been one of the followers that, you know, different profiles and stuff, like, you know, they tormented my stuff as well. They didn't really too much say anything to me, but they definitely publicly said things like disrespectful about me. You know what I mean? So,
I'm so
you
sorry
know,
that even happened. Like, over literally you sharing
literally not
authentic
trying to harm.
story. It's crazy.
Yeah, like, this is literally really what was happening. It's not even like I was like, I didn't even know anything. Still don't
Hmm.
know anything about those young women at all. But you know, it's over now.
Yeah.
I have no connections or no, you know anything with that. I never did, honestly, but I surely don't now. And you know,
There's no need.
but yeah, it's over. I wish him
Yeah.
happiness, and I wish him the best. I don't wish him any ill will at all. At
And
all.
why would you? Listen,
Yeah.
you shared a moment in time,
Yeah.
and you learned something from each other. You hope, right?
Yeah.
And then
Oh, I did. I know he did. I
but
hope he
you
did.
know what? But that's what I'm. But you can speak for yourself, but you can't always speak
I
for other
yeah,
people,
yeah. You
right?
know, like I said, yeah, yeah, true.
And
But yeah.
go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We're
we
just,
didn't
you know what
get
it is?
to.
It's because I have so much to say. You have, I just love that this is why I was like, we need the headphone situation so the audio doesn't cut out
Yeah,
because we're going to talk over each other.
we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. But no, what was you saying? What was you saying? Because I was just, you know,
Oh, no worries.
yeah. I just don't. I just want that to be, because I never talked about this. This is like my first time
Hmm.
really discussing it ever. No one really knew our feelings about it because it just ended, and then you just saw me by myself. For, all my beautiful fans, my Blues Clues, who's following me and stuff like.
Wait. I can't just skip over that. Is that literally what you call your fans?
Yeah, my Blues Clues.
Okay, so I am a blues clues. I'm
My blue,
obsessed. That is the best ever.
yeah, my Blues Clues. Like, it's just like, cause they're always there and they're always liking stuff. You too, like,
Yeah.
just always supporting me and stuff. And I have something coming. I can't talk about it. I don't
No.
want to talk about it. I want to talk about it after it happens. But
We'll have to do a follow
just
up.
yeah. Let's do a follow up after May.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, after May, we'll do a follow up. But I've been planning so much, and it's so wild because we'll touch on that in a minute because we're officially red now. But it's so weird. It's like I've been planning this all last year
Mm.
and getting stuff together for 2025. Like I had to go because moving here. When I moved here, that was our breakup. So I came to New York, lost everything because we broke apart.
Mm-hmm.
We were working together and stuff. Lost everything. So I'm starting from nothing brokenhearted in New York City. I think we was broken up for a month and a half when I moved here. So it was just like, I had to go through,
That's a
all of that.
lot. That's a lot to deal with. You're going through many shifts in your life.
I was so used to having a guy like with me
Mm-hmm.
for everything, like any type. And I went from that to totally dolo in New York City on trains, figuring where I'm going by myself.
But that's honestly those moments, they force you to figure shit out
Learn
and grow. Yeah, exactly.
and be who you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's what they say. Like that's where my mindset is at now. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
I
That's
I could not imagine. Like Toronto was crazy. I could not imagine New York. I think it would be too much for me.
I love it though.
Yeah.
Like I never thought I would. I really never thought but I do. I really love New York, and I'm like a year in, and I'm just like, oh, this year is just gonna be the year I'm really like going in. It's like a lot of things that I have put in, I've paid my dues, I've done the things, I've networked, I've found different things, and
Mm-hmm.
I am just so at a point now to like, all right, now it's time to show and tell here in a minute. It's this I've been working for it. It's like as soon as we get to that point, right? Now I have Trump trying to stop
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Gio.
It's spilling into the side of the border as well. Don't kid yourself. It's everywhere.
I've been hearing like, and
It's nuts.
it's just but however, it's not gonna stop anything. Not here. It hasn't. It's not gonna. I'm gonna keep on, and we're gonna be dropping some stuff very, very, very soon.
That's the thing. You got to focus. Listen. I'm not trying to take away from what's happening. Like this is a real thing. We live in this
Mhm.
world. Like it's
Mhm.
shit is going down. But
Mhm.
and this is how I keep my head above water in during these
Yeah.
times is what I can control in the microcosm of my world is the energy that I put out, what I want to work on towards my goals within the limitations that exist for me as an individual or within the
Mhm.
society we live in, and
Mhm.
simultaneously, who am I around, who am I surrounding myself with, and able to connect with in a way that is actually making me feel like grounded. Because otherwise, with everything going on, the news, etc., social media, it's like designed to make us afraid, and I fall into that trap. And so it's you focusing on your goals with the direction you want to go in. That is enough fuel to move you forward. You know what I mean? You need to hold on to that, because
Yeah.
if you don't and you start to then what are we doing here? Why are
What are we doing
how
here?
can we have hope to move forward in life?
I wasn't gonna scrap. I wasn't gonna scrap the HBO show, but just given what everything that's going on here, it's the perfect show. So, you know,
Hmm.
trying to find lemonade out of lemons. Thank you, Trump, because like you just revamped that whole show because pretty much the whole details and everything in that show, what I'm saying in that and everything is literally what's going on right now.
Well, it never went away.
So
Let's be real.
never went away, but
Yeah,
it's just like they've turned up the notches quite a bit
to
here.
100. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I think my show is pretty fitting for anyone in the time of need right now. my show, that show needs to be seen and it needs to be out there. And I'm going to really, really push it and really, really, really live in it because I can, given what we got going on right now. That's how I feel too. Like my emotions doing that song is doing that show is gonna be out of the roof. It is every time I rehearse it now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, and because I don't get me wrong, moving to New York and everything like that, I didn't. I'm rehearsing it over now because like I've put different choreography to it to just heighten it with the dances that I have. When I was revamping it last year, it wasn't that bad. Like I didn't really, I would hear and I would just how I would feel about it is, oh, this is how I used to feel when I was in Selma, when I was
Mm-hmm.
in Alabama. Like this is how I used to feel. I don't even feel like that now. And then now doing it now, I'm like, I'm finna cry doing it
Mm-hmm.
because you know, even though I'm here and comfortable and stuff, out in the world, listening every day on what's happening,
Mm-hmm.
how many times I'm hearing transgenders is being canceled for this, transgenders is being canceled for that. No more this. You can't do this. Transgender, and every time I hear transgender, it's something that is being stripped from us after that. So it's now rehearsing it. It's like
It has
that's still in
a
the
new layer of meaning.
yeah, yeah. It's just like the time that I feel. It's amazing how you can feel a certain way as an entertainer, as a creator. Um, this material can be the same, but given what you're going through, you can either feel it. You're gonna feel it a different way,
Mm-hmm.
and that's literally what's going on now. I feel differently doing that number now. I feel more empowered. There's a lot of emotions behind doing that number now when I'm rehearsing it. So I know that when I'm in a building full of people that are like myself and we are all celebrating and I'm giving them hope, it's probably going to be a lot of emotions running out of me
Mm-hmm.
doing that future wise. Not right, given right now, probably for the next 4 years.
It feels so bleak, you know.
Huh. But we will survive this.
Humans have been around forever.
Transgenders also, and
Well, that's what I
that.
mean. Like to me, the
Yeah,
umbrella is everybody, right? And so
yeah,
we've been
right,
around
yeah.
the plethora of humans that exist on this planet, or we're not going anywhere. It's
They try
just
to act like we're just a new thing. It's so weird.
it's like, can we move on? Like like this doesn't. It's not affecting anything in society. Like you know what I mean? Like why are we so focused? And because
It's
it's crazy.
you know what the sad part about it is? It's literally freeing people. It's making people
But
happy.
that's what
That's a
they
no.
don't
They don't
know.
want that.
We want people
They
to
don't want
fall in.
it.
We they want you want they people to fall in line, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I've met guys who are DL are considering not being D who have not because of these movements. Like these are things that people like because DL is like one of the main problems. Like the main problems. It's actually softening that. That's it's almost what I'm saying. It's like making them be more freer too, and that them being free means a lot of deaths will stop.
Yeah.
Honestly, like in our category, like
Hmm.
that, that's important.
Yeah.
So just to know what our work and my work, your work, being D's work, like us being open like that. Um, if you see it and you reconcile with it and you feel that, then that helps you along the way. That gives you hope. A lot of people don't like that.
Yeah. I've always been somebody who I don't care. Like I don't care what if you're kind, that's you're my people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everyone has struggles, everyone has and different varying levels of that, but everybody we're all thrown into this pot together. Can I connect with you? Can I make have a relationship with you? To me, like that and that's why you and I connected from day one because we are
Yeah.
very similar in the sense of we have very different backgrounds, but we're human. We see each other. We see the validity in one another in our stories, and we can come together and create, like actually create.
And
And collaborate.
Yeah, and I wish that for everyone. I wish we lived in a world like that. If we could just live in a world where what we do, how we do, what kind of how we think, you know what I'm saying? If we could just all learn how to do that, I think that would just take us a long way.
Why can't we coexist? Like, and I'm not saying this coexist in that cheesy like sticker with all the coexist like the different graphics, but and even like the infighting in our own community, like underneath the alphabet mafia, let's say. To me,
Oh God.
like, why are we all fighting with each other? Like, you're
and
literally defeating the purpose. This is like, this is not what we're supposed to be doing.
and crazy enough, trans is at the top of that list. Like
It's so I don't know. I just to me I'm like I just can we just move forward? Like
can we
let's just
all just
exist. That's already hard
but you
enough
know
to live.
I really do believe this. I really do believe
Hmm.
that hurt people.
1000%.
So that's the reason why, like,
Hmm.
because there's so much hate against us, then we all start hating within each other too, because we're being hated all the
Hmm.
time. You know, I've heard some. I was looking, and it was like a conversation where just like the gay, which is like I guess considered gay guys, like butch queens,
Hmm.
like you know gay guys. One particular guy was like, I don't really give a fuck what's happening to the transgenders because you know they need to be checked anyway. It's like, babe, they talking about you too.
Mm.
Like they're not just talking up there. I mean, yeah, we're at the front because you know we are the ones that are the cross between straight and gay. Like,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
with y'all, with gay, you're just gay.
Hmm.
That means you like gay, and with trans, it's like straight people like transgender people.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So does that make you gay? Does that make you so? So because we are the bridge, because transgenders are the bridge between
It's
straight
like
and gay.
the Venn
Yeah,
diagram, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're the ones that we need to break this that. But like if they break us, which they won't, you don't even have to worry about it. But if
Hmm.
they did break us, they're coming after you next. Like they're actually coming after you anyway.
$100.
You're still not good in the clear. And so for you to say that is crazy.
Hmm.
And you know you're losing power if you lose us. Honestly, like we, you know, like it can't just be just gay. It's gay, LGBT for a reason. We are all buying together because we are all from the same experience, just in different ways.
This is, and to go even a step further, because I agree with you. I'm
Hmm.
on the same page as you. To me, to go a step further, this is my opinion. This is what I think. I'll
Yeah,
if
we're just throwing up his.
this let's be real. Like I have no followers, so if this does go anywhere,
You
I'm
will.
sure I'll get hate. And so, but I'm going to say this.
Me too.
But and you know what? We'll love each other in the hate towards us. But truly, to
Thank
me,
you.
the I want to move us. I want to move a step beyond LGBT. Whatever. To me,
Hmm.
we're all human. Like let's let umbrella the even further because to me,
Yeah, I agree. I agree
we're
totally.
all people. We're all people. We all exact, and everyone is a reflection of each other. To me, and so if you're hating on others, you're hating on yourself. And this is like not trying to be like an Oprah moment or whatever. It's just very that. And I feel like so many people miss the point. And that's why I don't know. I'm like, are we ever going to get our shit together as a species? Like to really,
Right? Can we please?
please.
Like, it's too many sections of hate. I
Hmm.
hate transgenders. I hate LGBT.
Hmm.
I hate black people.
Yeah.
I hate. It's like, oh my god.
Enough.
I hate. I hate fat people. Like, get the like serious. Like,
I hate myself. Like truly
I
though.
hate myself.
Yeah.
I hate everyone else too. It's like,
Yeah.
come, like, can we please? Can we please let go of the hate? Like, it's really toxic and it's really not doing anything but making things
It
worse.
feels like the pot, like so the pot I was talking about,
Hmm.
it's about to boil over. It already is starting. It's like when you're cooking and you look away from what like whatever you're making and you hear the like
Hmm.
in the background because
Yeah.
something is
Uh huh.
spilling on the burner. Like that's what's
Right.
happening right now. I'm like shit. Like, but once again, it doesn't negate all the things that are going on, but I do, for me, I love the fact that we can have these conversations as
Yeah.
two people who are under that umbrella, who have different
Hmm.
lived experiences but can come together and say like I see you, you know, and to
Yeah,
me that's what's
like
important.
yeah, I would never feel like, oh, a part of something should be gone. Like we all need each other. Like seriously,
Yeah.
like what in the world? Like we all need each other because we have to first come together and be together
Mhm.
to and display what it's togetherness like, so everyone else can do the same damn thing that's hating
In
us
a real way though, and not in
in a
this
real way.
performing bullshit for social media or like
Mhm.
just live
Mhm.
it. Just live
Mhm.
it. And that's
Just
that's
do
where the
it.
change happens, not, documenting everything and but hey, everyone has
Let's
their own thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, let's hope Lady Gaga can help assist us. It seems like she's going in the right direction.
Mhm.
So yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I'm just like when I seen, I was like, yeah, that's like she represents right now
Mhm.
what we need.
Mhm.
What we need. She represents what we need. All walks of life, just dance. Like, can we just be happy, y'all? Please.
So
That's all I really want.
did that song grip you?
Oh my God! Wait.
It literally
The
I
oh,
couldn't stop playing it. I'm like, I'm annoyed with myself. I'm like, this is too much. It was to the point where my boyfriend was like, enough. Like you have to stop playing that song.
Ooh, Abracadabra, what? I
Yeah.
am living. Did you see him? You know Honey Davenport is in it, right? The one that he was dancing on the Renaissance tour with Beyonce, the Vulgar.
Yeah.
The Honey.
The
You
little
know, she's
one.
yeah,
Yes.
she's in. Oh my God.
I
I
know.
just loved it so much. I'm telling you.
It was honestly, it was fun. But it really is an earworm. It took me a while to stop listening to it. I still
I,
haven't.
s- I'll be on my TV. I'll just be playing it like play. Sorry, I'm just play. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, first thing I'm doing, like getting ready, play.
It's like having a coffee, a
Abracadabra.
shot of espresso.
It's so beautiful, man. It is. It's just oh, more of that, please. 2025, 2026, in the future.
Hmm.
More of that. Let's just be together. Like
Not to sound cheesy, but it is true when they like with dance, right? Dance does bring people together. That is, it's an innate thing that we all.
it's literally energy.
Hmm.
Seriously, it's energy.
100%. Like I
We
agree
need to
with
be
you.
more positive. We
Hmm.
need to be more positive.
Yeah, and I think I right now that's what the world needs, and a lot of people, and I'm one of them. Like when it's like that fake forced positivity, like I don't really like I don't respond to that. But at the same
Mhm.
time, we do need to. And right now, people don't want to hear it. Like they're like, "Fuck,"
Yeah, they
they want to say
don't.
"fuck you." Like I don't care. Like to get that shit out
Everyone's mean as fuck.
so bad, but not everybody. We are not like that.
No, we're
I
not.
say you and
But
I
I'm
are
just
not mean people.
oh my God. But it's just like one other thing I noticed, like now don't get me wrong, it's a little funny. But baddies, everyone loves watching baddies, and that is total these people are muted, these women are mutilating themselves on baddies. And it is like streaming. Like people love destruction. Like where are we at?
Yeah, it's.
Like and I'm not saying all shame on you, you watching baddies, don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
but damn, why is it this popular?
But it's that what you're saying goes into so many things. Look
Yes.
at horror movies now are
Pop
insane.
they're literally
It's gore. It's a gore
se-
porn.
every season Halloween, first of all, okay, great. That's where they was all at, right?
Yeah.
Now they leaking off into Christmas. Now they leaking off into Thanksgiving. I mean, yeah, it was Thanksgiving. Now it's a horror movie about Valentine's Day. It's like, okay.
Yeah, every holiday now but even like true crime being so popular, I like
All the
I can't I don't even dip my toes in that world because I'm the person that if I watch a horror movie, it will sit that like I'll dream about those scenes in for weeks. And I can't have that be part of my consciousness. So I will avoid
I am right there.
I don't like dark shit. Like to me,
I don't either.
no.
I tried to watch Jeffrey Dahmer.
No, I didn't even attempt
The
it.
first episode the first Geo,
Mm-mm.
the first episode, and the boy got away. I turned that shit off. I was like, I can't watch that.
So on the topic of
I can't watch that.
I can't. So
I can't watch that.
on the topic of Lady Gaga, like when
Uh
she
huh.
did the American Horror Story, that season.
Uh,
The first scene, because
done.
I
I didn't watch that neither.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I was like, there's a blood orgy. I'm like, sorry, I'm out. I'm out.
Oh,
I'm out. I'm not doing this. Like, I
yeah.
can't do it.
It's too much.
It's too
It's too
much.
much. It's too much.
Yeah.
Literally, like and you know, people who like it, fine or whatever. But it's just like,
Yeah, exactly. I only
you
speak
know,
for me. I
yeah,
only speak for myself.
yeah.
I
That's what I'm
don't
saying.
like it.
You got to make disclaimers nowadays, baby. It's just my opinion how I feel about it. But yeah, I
Isn't
feel
that also annoying that you have to like say like for me,
just
for
me.
me. But
I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. Just me. This is
no.
how I feel. Like my opinion.
Girl, I feel you. But okay, so I want to switch gears a little bit before, because
Okay.
we're nearing sort of the end. So you're in New York. You've been there for a year. You're working on new projects, new secret projects, which I'm super excited about. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. But for me,
I
I
just
just
like I just want to put the surprise of element. You
ooh, I'm excited.
know?
I'm excited for you, honestly. Like
the element of surprise, the surprise of element, you know. But anyway, what you
seeing
saying?
seeing your friends do well in the things, this is honestly why I wanted to do this podcast too, is I like talking to people who are passionate about the things that they do. To me, it gives me energy, and so it's almost like self-serving, where I'm like, I want to bring that into my life because I like talking to people, and so it's the perfect thing. But
Mm-hmm,
seeing people who are actually following through on the things that they love, that is, to me, that's what life is about. Like, you got to be
mm-hmm.
passionate. Now that you're there, you've been there for a year. Where do you see yourself moving forward?
I see myself. I want to be on those TV screens in Times Square. That's where I see
I see
myself.
it for you.
That is the goal. That is like a goal. Like every time I go downtown, Times Square, man, and I look how big those screens are and how bright those screens are. I'm just like, please, I need to come down here one night and just see myself up there rolling
Hmm.
and everyone talking about it in the distance. That is like a dream. That's like being here now and being close up on it and seeing how many things go across that screen. I, I want my footprints going across that screen. I want my story, my legend, my everything. I want everything, whatever it is. The goal is to have that as advertisement going across that screen, entertaining, known as an entertainer. I want to be there in a big hoodie or something and just watch people light up to see it. That's like a dream. That's my dream. That's where I see myself.
You're on the way there, though. I mean, you are putting in the work. You've already been on TV. I feel like the train is in motion.
Yes,
Yeah.
I want. I, you know, it's like one thing about it. I think this is what makes you tells you. I'm grateful. I'm thankful
Hmm.
that I got to do do that, and it's there still to this day, right now. You know, I can go look at it right now. Anybody in the world can, and probably are, whoever they are. You know, so I'm grateful for that. I am so grateful for that. But I want so much more. I want people to know so much more. Like I have so much more to give. I have so much more for you to see and be entertained by. I haven't even started, honestly. I've done it. I've performed. People who came across me, you know, they know. But I want more. I think it's not enough. It needs to be more. I haven't completed it yet. I think to me, that's what I was here for. That's why I'm here for. That's why I am who I am. That's why I'm trans. Everything that I am in this current moment, how far I have come, I feel like that's what I was brought here to do.
Hmm.
And I know that there's more. I feel like there's more. And I also want more. So that's where I see myself. That's the striving. That's the hope. That's the plan. That is the goal, is to just be on advertisement, not just in Times Square, everywhere. But obviously, if you're rolling in Times Square, you're rolling everywhere. So that's like the goal. Like that's the goal. Like to to just be in the entertainment, entertaining everyone, and giving and sharing my gifts with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I see myself.
I see that for
So
you.
that, yeah, thank you. I'm afraid. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love you so much.
I'm just so happy that we have connected. It was I had no idea that we would even be crossing paths at all a few years ago, and to be able to now, we've known each other for 3 years. I'm happy to see your life moving in a direction that feels aligned with who you are.
Oh yeah, finally, finally, that's spot on, Gia.
Finally.
That's what's happened to me. But
I love it.
yes, yeah, for real though. Like, yeah, I'm just good. If anybody has ever been wondering, I am so good. It's hard. It's there's a lot of things that's against me, but aside from all of that, I'm really good. I'm really happy. I have come so far, and I still have so much further to go. But that is just the exciting part that I'm actually moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You gotta.
it's great. Like it's great. I have no complaints. None. Honestly, I'm happy. Like I'm, you know, said things is never going to be all just happy and stuff like that. It
That's
can't
not
be. So
life. That's not
it's not life.
reality.
It's not reality.
These people that think, oh, like I don't want to have to deal with any struggle. It's like that's life on this earth. This reality
That's life.
is struggle, but it's also love and joy, and there's so
And
much
honestly,
positivity, and people don't focus on that.
yeah. And honestly, no pain, no gain. That's just for
That's how
real.
you grow.
That's how you grow.
Hmm.
Like no pain, no gain. You experience no pain, you don't gain anything from it.
Hmm.
You just don't. Like it's just sad. Sad but it's true. In this world, those are the rules of engagement.
Hmm.
I am woman. I am strong. I am here, and I am not going anywhere.
I
Like
love it.
period. So that's where I'm at. Like
I'm so happy for you.
yeah, I'm happy too.
I'm genuinely, like, I'm just so happy, from even when we met 3 years ago to now. Like,
I felt some pain, but the joy is still there. I'm still happy, AkeeLah. Like, and I'm good. Like, I want everybody to know that. Like, loving myself, appreciating myself, and doing for myself, and
mhm,
that's amazing.
it is.
hmm
So I have been asking all of my guests a question at the end of every episode. And
Let's hear it.
so this can be either personally, professionally, it could be,
Okay.
there's no like specific, but I want to know, in your life, what is the most on brand thing that you've ever done?
Whew.
Uh,
What is the most on brand thing?
I work in branding. I wanted to ask.
That is a hard question,
This
Gia.
is literally
Okay.
the same response I've gotten from everybody. It's like, I don't know how to answer that. I'm like, that's why I want to ask it.
Telling my story on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. That is the most on brand thing I could have did, I think. Let me
Putting it all out there.
put it all out there.
Yeah.
That's kind of the most on brand. And not even realizing that it was on brand either. Yeah.
So, if anyone listening wants to connect with you or get a hold of you, where can they find you?
You can follow me. I mean, come to my page. Let's do my website first. It's very simple. It's not hard. www.akeelahblu.com.
I'll put it in the show
AK,
notes.
please.
Yes.
And that's pretty much where you will find all of my updates. AkeelahBlu.com is where everything is going to be for future references. That's where all the updates going to be. The new logo that we're working on is going to be. Just everything that AkeeLah Blu is doing, you're going to be able to find it first on AkeeLah Blu. Of course, it will leak down. You can Google it and everything because you can Google AkeeLah Blu and you
I'm
will
going to
also
put
find
it,
the website.
they won't even
Yeah.
have to. I'm going to literally put
Okay.
in the show notes.
That's where you can connect with me at AkeelahBlu.com.
Amazing.
Okay.
AkeeLah,
Yes.
this was so nice. I'm so glad that we
It
got to
was so much
connect.
fun.
Thank you for saying
Yes.
yes. I appreciate you saying this. I
Well,
know
you,
this
I
there's
can never tell you no.
I know, but it's
Ever.
new. Like there's not
I
even a
don't
single
care.
episode out yet. So
I don't care what is going on in the future. I'm saying this here right now.
yeah.
I'll never tell you. I'm never telling you no.
Oh,
Like what?
thank you.
No, you were there from the beginning. Like I never can never tell you no. I'm indebted to you. You've done so much. Just now. Like just from like my first start and everything. These are pivotal moments for me that I will never ever forget. No matter how far I go, whether if I stop right now or if I go all the way to the top, which I will be at the top,
Mm-hmm.
by the way.
I'll meet you
Like,
there.
I'll
I'll meet you
never,
there.
okay, you're coming with me. I would never, ever, I could never tell you no. Like, you are one of the few people that gets it and use your talents that connects with everything with me. You're so talented and
Thank you.
that logo is just so like, oh my gosh! Like every time I look at it, my heart beats like boom, 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 boom.
2.0. We're gonna do a new one this year.
Yes!
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be.
It's gonna be fun.
Mm.
This is what I live for. To me, I love collaboration. I
Yes,
can only do so much with what I bring to the table, but to work with other people to create something
yes,
new that I wouldn't have done on my own, that's the shit that I love. So for
yeah.
me, I'm in 100%.
Of,
We're gonna continue working together.
yes, of course. I love it. I'm so happy and I feel so lucky and I'm so grateful.
Well,
So,
thank you.
you're welcome. This was so much
I
fun.
know. I could talk to you all
I
day,
can't.
but
I can't wait to the recap after May.
yes, we'll do a follow up for sure. To anyone who wants to contact me or reach out, you can follow the podcast on at Graphic Content Pod on Instagram. I'm on TikTok as well as Spotify, etc., where all the podcasts are found. If you want to subscribe, leave a review, a comment, that would be appreciated. And if you're looking to contact me about creative work, you can reach out to me through my website at geographic.com. And I want to thank you, AkeeLah, for doing the episode, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, and I love you.
Love you
And see you guys
too.
later. It was so much fun.
Bye.
Bye.